Welcome back to Chloe's Let's Chat. This is Chloe V, and today I will be talking about CBD oil and kind of touching on what it is and what it isn't, telling you about how my day 4 went, because this will be the beginning of day 5. So we almost at the end of this first week. So let's see. Yesterday I went ahead and I'm actually part of a PMDD support group on Facebook. I'm a part of a lot of groups on Facebook, but the PMDD support group, and I was just talking about how I'm starting CBD oil. So many women have already started, so that's awesome to have somewhere to go to talk to people. Use the support groups on Facebook, guys. Just have somebody who knows what you're going through. I'm guarantee you, no matter what's going on in your life, if you type that in to groups on Facebook, you will find a swarm of people who understand. So do that, please. I beg you, do that. Because I didn't do that until this month and said, you know what? This is insane. There's got to be somebody who understands what I'm going through. It's a bunch of women. It's a bunch of us who are out there. So I did that, and I was talking, and we were talking about the CBD oil and what it does and what it doesn't do. So of course I dug deeper because I got a lot of different feedback. And CBD oil is, CBD is a derivative of hemp. So it is legal in all 50 states as long as it's derived from hemp that has less than 0.3% grams. We'll see in a second. Let me check this out. I thought I knew. Of THC. So THC is, they call it the psychoactive portion of the cannabis plant, the hemp plant, and that's the part that, gets you high. But if you take CBD long enough, depending on which one you take, because you can take the one that has that 0.3% of THC and still get it in your system. So if you take that long enough, it will be in your system where you could test positive. Now, there's a 1 in 5 chance that you would test positive, and that's only if you're taking 2,000 milligrams of CBD oil a day. So it is legal in all 50 states, unless you get it from something that has more than that much THC, and that is federally illegal, because it's legal in some states but not all. Just like Colorado, they can just smoke weed, but almost everywhere else. Well, okay, there are other states, but we know when Colorado got it, it was like, what? We gotta go to Colorado. But that was interesting to see, because there is Fullspectrum CBD, which means it has CBD, THC, and all these other derivative things that are derived from the hemp plant, and it can be more effective. Not to say the CBD isn't effective, but depending on what you have, it could be more effective for you to take full spectrum. Now, full spectrum might not be legal everywhere, so there's that. And what else did I learn? I don't know. There's CBD oil that is certified, and then there's CBD oil that it's a big business right now. So there are a lot of people just trying to get their foot in the door. Doesn't mean that they don't have good quality products, but it does mean that there aren't many regulations on them. So if your CBD oil has a bunch of different other oils in it, or a lot of additives, you may not be getting the full effect of your CBD. And I know there's Charlotte's Web and Hemp Works. They're part of the certified list. I'm gonna actually put a link to the list when I get done, so you'll actually be able to see it yourself. And I also post a link to, I thought it was a very insightful page written that seemed like it had a ridiculous amount of information. I wanted to just like start quoting it, but it's super long. It's a lot. You can tell there's been a lot of studies and stuff done, and it's a lot to take in. So I'm trying to give you the bits and the pieces, breaking that all down. But if you have any more questions, I'm definitely happy to answer them. Anything you would like me to touch on. So, oh, and I also found out that you can build up an intolerance to CBD. So this is not a cheap fix. So if you've taken it and you've been taking it for so long that you need a higher dose, it will cost you more. So they say, just really with any drug, start low and slow, and then, you know, build up as you go along with it. Because I was thinking, well, I'm gonna take a pretty high dose now, and this is just, you know, nip it in the bud. That actually doesn't make any sense, because when you look at the CBD information, you find out that sometimes taking too much can cause the opposite effect of what you want. So I'm trying to put it in, okay. So you can take aspirin and Tylenol, but if you take too much, it can make you sick. Like, it's really with anything. If you have too much of it, it could hurt you. It could potentially hurt you. Not hurt you like CBD oil is going to make you sick in some way, but there have been anecdotal evidence that some people have become horribly depressed after taking CBD, after trying to treat depression. It had just gotten worse, or their migraines got worse, or different things that they were trying to treat actually, I guess, like flared up and worsened because of the CBD oil. So there's that. Yesterday was, again, uneventful. I don't leave the house, guys. Like, I sit here, I work, I teach, I do my best to leave. And when it's cold or gray, I don't want to be outside. Like I said, I have seasonal depression. I sit in my office. Let's see if I can show you my little window. I sit in my office in front of a tiny little window. Yeah, my grandmother's old sewing machine that is on display. But I sit in front of my tiny little window and I get my work done for the day, because the way my house is set up, that window lets all the sunlight in during the day, and I love it. But you saw it is not bright today, and it's almost 9 o'clock. It's not bright. It's not sunshine and flowers out there. So no, I'm not running around in those streets when it's chilly and cold and gray, because it doesn't help me. I'm already sad because there's no sun, and then to be out in it, like, oh, sun, okay. But no, uneventful day. I had a bit of a migraine, like a low grade. Like, I'm having it right now. Admittedly, I do have this wrap on, and it is not loose. So there's a deep conditioning that needs to happen. Put this under wraps. But yeah, just a little information about the CBD. I'm really doing my best to learn as much as I possibly can, because I'm thinking about trying the hemp works, but I would like to try this first, give it enough time, maybe 2-3 months, to really see if it works. And as far as I know, though, hemp works might be less expensive depending on how the dosages work. So if it works better and it costs less, why not? And it's certified, so that's awesome. But that's all my information for today. Like I said, definitely check out the PMDD groups, because like I'm in that group. I'm in the breastfeeding group. No, I don't breastfeed anymore, but I feel like I have a wealth of knowledge on breastfeeding. So I'm in the group, and it's not always just about breastfeeding. Like the natural hair group, if you know about it, is not just about natural hair. There is a lot that is talked about that has nothing to do with hair. So it's just, it's a nice place to hang out with people who are like-minded. Some like-minded, some just going through what you're going through. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on with you today. I got orders to do, so we'll talk again. See ya.